Alright guys, welcome back to my channel for my Let's Play series of Skyrim Special Edition. So, last episode we talked to the Jarl, told him about Helgen getting messed up. So he told us to go to Bleak Falls Barrow to get the Dragonstone, and we also have the side quest from the merchant in Riverwood to grab his stolen golden claw. So we're gonna get 2 quests for the price of 1. So in the previous video I ran all the way up there just to grab the fast travel point to because I said it would save us some time, and here it is, saving us some time. So I'm gonna fast travel there. Oh crap, I forgot to check to see if I needed to sell. I think I already sold everything though. Yeah, I did. Except for this thing. That's fine. We're good. So this is the first full dungeon that you kind of experience. Unless you... I mean, the cool thing about Skyrim is you can kind of do whatever the hell you want pretty much from as soon as you get out of Helgen, that first quest. So you can run off and explore other dungeons before this one. But this... if you kind of stick to the main story, this is the first dungeon that you will experience. So I already remember in my last episode I came in here and kind of killed the first 2 bandits just so it's less shit I would have to loot as I run through. There's a chest here. Oops. I hate lockpicking. I think I talked about that in my last playthrough, and that's honestly probably the main reason I've never I still don't have the achievement for completing the Thieves Guild quest line, because I never want to give up the skeleton key because I hate lockpicking so much. It's just too good. If I remember right, in Oblivion you get to keep the skeleton key forever. But in this game, if you want to complete, I mean, I guess you don't have to give it up, but if you want to get the achievement, which I don't have.
Now ain't this a surprise?
But yeah, if you want to get the achievement, you gotta give up the good old skeleton key. So I'm not gonna loot that axe because it weighs a lot and it doesn't sell for a ton. So here's your first puzzle of the game. You gotta match up the symbols here on this thing to match the symbols up there. So if you see this one, it's supposed to be the middle one, but it fell. So we got snake, snake, and a whale. So you just gotta match up so it makes the same pattern. Snake, snake, whale, and if you flip the switch it opens. But I think there's a potion up here. Yep. We got a skill book, potion. Oops. I always do that. I always open empty things. Got some trash in there, and probably an empty soul gem. Skeevers. A scroll and some poison, which I will just sell. Alright. So there's I guess a mini boss thing here, and I'm gonna do it cheap. He can be annoying because his poison is actually pretty strong, but if you just snipe him with the arrows, like he can't walk through his doorway, so you can just keep shooting him with arrows. Like, he just keeps running back and forth because he can't go through the doors. I know it's cheap, but it's a good way to level my archery that I've kind of been neglecting. So yeah, I ended up getting 2 skill ups from doing that. I know it's kind of cheap, but he can, if he gets you poisoned, like if you don't resist his poison, you end up wasting like some healing potions, and I wanted to level up my archery anyway, so I guess it's not that cheap. He can still shoot you through the door. So yeah, so this guy,
you did it. You
he's the thief that stole the claw.
Before anything else shows up. Yes, the claw. I know how it works.
Where's the claw?
The claw, the markings, the door in the Hall of Stories. I know how they all fit together. Help me down and I'll show you. You won't believe the power the Nords have hidden there.
Alright, so you can tell him to hand over the claw, but he says, "No, I'm trapped. I can't move my arms. You gotta cut me down first." But he's a scumbag and he's gonna try and run. So the first time you play through, you don't know that. So you cut him down, he starts running, you have to chase him. But since I know that, I'm gonna kill him as soon as I cut him down. So fine, let me cut you down.
Sweet breath of arcade, thank you. It's coming loose. I can feel it.
And I'm just gonna power down. Dead. So yeah, so if you cut him down, you think he's gonna hand over the claw or like talk to you or join you, but he doesn't. He just starts fucking running. So here's the claw. So we'll need that. Here's his journal. There's just so much in-depth lore in this game. Like, you can read what his journal says. I'll snag it for now. Keep it in my house when I build one. And that's about it. So we got the claw for our buddy the merchant, but we also need it to complete the dungeon anyway. Yeah, soul gem, some gold, empty, not empty, 10 gold. Is empty? Yeah. Alright, so here's where joggers start coming out to hang. So that's actually a lot better than my weapon that I have now. It's gonna be slower though, so I'd rather get the I'm all turned around. Where the fuck am I? I think this is where I came from. I'll use it for now just because it is a lot better. But I would prefer the ancient Nordic two-handed sword just because it's a little bit faster, but just because this one's just a lot better than my iron two-handed sword, I'll use it. Let me just finish. Yeah, there's a pressure point here that slams that. You get slammed with that thing if you step on it. Alright, so let's, yeah, it's 4 damage more, which early game is a lot. So there's actually a Draugr here that you can sneak up on and kill. I didn't even kill him because he's a restless Draugr. Look at that cheese. He fucking glitched glitch his ass through the floor. Should have been sneaking. I could have gotten a sneak level up. Did I level up? Yeah, I did level up. So I'm actually doing okay with health. So I'm gonna do stamina on this one, and I will do. I think there's nothing I can grab here. Yeah, I gotta wait for 40 skill, and the only other one in the two-handed tree that's worth getting is this one here, and that's not till 50 skill. So I'm good on two-handed for a while. I'm gonna go for this light armor one because that'll give me the most immediate benefit right now. And then the next perk will probably go to smithing. Just yeah, probably no, maybe enchanting first. Who knows? I'm undecided. I think this bow is better than the one I have now. So this is 8 damage, 9 damage. So slightly better. Alright. I think there's a chest up here. Excuse me, drinking some beers. 'Cause why not? Trash. Alright. Made it through. If you pull that, it stops. In case you want to backtrack. Alright, so this guy, he will come at you. Got him. So yeah, I don't usually use arrows. I don't know. I'm just lazy. I just love bashing shit. But since I'm not using magic on this guy really, this will help me with dragon. Having decent archery skill will help me with dragons, especially early game before I get the dragon wren shout. I don't know why he's just letting me shoot his ass, but I will not complain. I think these guys have the two-handed one, the two-handed sword. I want that. I don't want the two-handed axe. I want the sword. But what are you gonna do? I think there's a dude's gonna pop out right here. He's got the damn axe again. I'm shocked that I also haven't gotten a steel two-handed sword. Steel weapons are... I haven't really gotten a lot of steel weapons, just a handful from some bandits. But usually you get a lot of steel weapons right away. I guess the RNG numbers hate me because I've barely seen any. Got like 5 all one-handed weapons. So I'm snagging these mushrooms because you can use them to create fortify smithing potions. So I will hang on to those. The plan is to build a house before level 10. I need 5,000 gold. I have 760. And I'm already level 5. But that's okay. Once You'll see. I'll be able to make a lot of money soon. I just need a weapon enchantment. And I already have a stockpile of soul gems. So I'm just gonna grab all these because I will need them in the future to make smithing potions to really pimp out my gear later. Some more right here, yeah. You don't need a lot because like there are actually ingredients that you can buy from alchemists that are like blisterwort is one that does smithing, which is always available. It's like a common ingredient. And the other one is Spriggan sap, I think, which is, it's not rare, but it's uncommon, but it's super cheap, and it's pretty much every other time you go, it's there. So yeah, I don't need to go crazy with the glowing mushrooms. Because the ingredients to make the smithing potions are pretty easily, you can just buy them and they're super cheap. But I'll grab them. They don't weigh much. And I'm hoping to have a house to store stuff in soon. Why can't... Alright, that's annoying. Alright, I'll give up. Like I said, you don't need to go crazy. I mean, they do other stuff besides fortify smithing, but that's all I'd use them for anyway. And like I said, you can just get... you can buy the other ingredients super easily. So this one is a restless drogger, so... Oh crap, I didn't set this as my other hotkey. Yeah, usually the two-handed sword is like a dime a dozen. Not today. Alright, so we're actually almost done with this dungeon. I don't think there's much much more after this. Oops. Alright, so he bugged through the freaking world. Potion. I'll refresh my flesh spell. Like, two-handed's so fucking awesome. Like, I just one-shotted that fucker. And I'll one-shot this dude. Yeah, I mean, with my first playthrough that I filmed, I just wanted to try something different, but two-handed just totally my jam. I just love bashing stuff. Alright, so here we go. So if you never played this game before, this is a puzzle. The claw that we picked up from that dude, the gold claw, has these markings on them, and you just match up the markings that match the claw. But the first dungeon is always, no matter what, you move each one 2 times. It's not randomized, it's always, well, the icons are randomized, but it's always you move each ring 2 times. See, I didn't even look at the ring, the key, I don't even know what it is. See, and it opens. It's just for this dungeon. I don't know if that applies to other, because these claw doors are in a lot of dungeons. So I don't know if that applies to other ones, if it's always 2 times for each one, or each dungeon has a set pattern, but I don't know. So yeah, but yeah, for this dungeon it's always each ring 2 times. So here we go. So I'm going to, so we gotta fight the boss. I'm gonna buff up. The boss spawns after you learn your first word of power. Yeah, I killed him before he even did it. So here's the dragon stone. It's got a shield, bone meal, and cold enchantment weapon. Cold enchantment is not the best weapon enchantment to make money off of, but it's better than nothing. So I got total trash in there. There's a good chance there's an enchanted item in that chest, but nothing. There's also a hidden chest behind here, which I also learned about recently. That was a pretty sucky chest too. Yeah, it's just behind the word of power if you just walk around. So yeah, so we completed the first dungeon. I think there's actually one more chest up here. They're very generous in the first dungeon. They're like, here, have all this loot. And I'm getting all shit loot, but whatever. It's fine. It's cool. It's whatever. Yeah, I think there's one more chest. Yeah, down there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything up here. You can always use lockpicks. Torches are dumb. I need to buy candlelight. That's what I need. There's an alteration spell, candlelight, which is way better than torches in my opinion, because you cast it and then, like, torch uses a hand, so if you use 2-handed weapons you can't use a torch in your weapon. So yeah, I need to buy candlelight from Farengar. So let's go back to Riverwood. Let's sell our loot, and I didn't really pick up a lot. I was ignoring the weapons because they weigh a lot and I didn't want to be overweight. But I could have, yeah, I could have picked up like 7 weapons. Oh well.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
You get a ton of money from handing in the claw. I think like 500 gold or something.
Show those thieves not to steal from Luke and Valerius.
Alright, I have your claw.
You found it. There it is. Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
Alright.
Thank you so much. Trinkets,
so it's
odds
400
and
gold,
ends,
which is
that
still a
sort of
decent
thing.
amount at this level. I thought it was 500. So let's, I'm gonna keep these arrows because they're actually better than my iron arrows. Sell that. Keep that to learn the enchantment. Sell that. Alright, I'm gonna hang on to this ring because they don't weigh a lot. And I could use it maybe for enchanting. Alright, so I sold all my crap. And he's got 3 pet. Oh, this is sweet. I'm really stockpiling these soul gems.
Till next time.
So yeah, so let's see one thing. Alright, I have 122. A little on the heavy side because I think I have a lot of ingots. Yeah. And the Dragonstone I think weighs 10. It weighs 25. I think quest items actually, the weight actually doesn't affect you. So before I head to hint in the Dragonstone, I'm gonna go to this mine over here because I'm trying to get the steel two-handed sword, and it's filled with bandits, so I have a good chance of getting it there. And it's also filled with a ton of iron, which I will be using to help level my smithing skill a little bit. I need to get the 30 skill to get Elven, which I personally don't like the way Elven armor looks, but you know, it's a pretty big upgrade from leather, so gotta do what you gotta do. Pretty sure there's a guard out here. Yeah. I'm gonna one-shot you, dude. Fly a manita is a good one to snag.
You worried someone will wander in here?
A good ingredient to snag.
Yes, again.
But like I said, I'll go over all that stuff in a
Someone there?
future video when I finally build my house. I'm not going to loot any iron weapons right now because they don't sell for a lot and they weigh a lot, and I'm already kind of had more weight than I would have liked before I started this dungeon. I like to keep it under 100 before I start dungeon crawling and stuff, but what are you gonna do? So yeah, so like I said, fly and manita, the mushroom, is a good ingredient to start gathering as you see it, because it can be used to make some good potions that sell for a lot. Yeah, yeah, if you read the Tattered Journal, it's just like their slave, like he was like a slave that was forced to dig till he died or something. Drop the drawbridge and see if we can snipe somebody from over here.
I thought we had a guard there.
Alright, so I missed. So let's pop our flesh and let's let them bottleneck up here so I can. That was weird, I was hitting him but he wasn't taking damage. So yeah, I'll take the steel weapons because they're a little bit, they would still weigh a lot. I think they're actually way less than the iron weapons, but I think there's a guy right, but they sell for more. So they're kind of worth picking
You
up.
picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
I'll probably have to ditch them. I'm already at 240 something. So here's some more iron. I got the key to the dungeon, which unlocks that little treasure room that the dude was standing in front of, but I want to grab this iron first. Yeah. So, clairvoyance is... Oh, I did level up. Clairvoyance is kind of stupid in my opinion. If you cast it, it gives like a path of where your objective is, but your minimap gives you the objective. See, like on my minimap, it tells you where my objective is, so it's kind of dumb. I don't know. I don't see the point. So I'm gonna grab smithing first. I know I said I would grab enchanting first, but I have a feeling I'm not gonna get that steel two-handed sword. That weighs way too much. Damn it, I already have the freaking frost enchantment. And that weighs way too much to pick up. Yeah, so I'm gonna grab the steel. I grabbed the steel smithing perk so I can just make myself a steel two-handed sword. Because I actually picked up 5 steel ingots from the first town, so I have the materials to make one. So if I don't get one from one of the last few bandits in this area, I'll just make one when I get to Whiterun. Alright, so let's see if we can snipe some fools. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think there's a coin purse right there. Yeah, my archery just needs to get a tiny bit better till I can one-shot the regular bandits. So there's one pathing down this way. Is she gonna stop? He or she gonna stop? Yeah, I'm gonna say I think they stop. And they fell off the bridge. That's awesome. Alright, so this one is coming in hot down the path, so I'm just gonna melee this one down. Ooh, steel battle axe. See, I'm not gonna pick up the fur armor because I'm getting close to being overweight, and there's still a few there's still a few iron that I need to mine, and I'd rather get the iron than the... So this book here is, I know, is a skill book for smithing, and I don't want to waste it on such a low level. It's for smithing and enchanting. Like, if you know the skill book is for one of those, save it, because getting from like 90 to 100 in both of those skills just takes so much, especially smithing. Smithing's way worse than enchanting. Try and save them. If you know that the skill book is for smithing, just make a mental note and go back, because those guaranteed skill ups from like 90, especially like 95 to 100, are just like so clutch. Instead of trying to make a million iron daggers, or like actually a better way to do it is like make like a high level item like a like since I'm going light armor side, make like a glass armor breastplate or something, and then like make like or like a bunch of like glass armor helmets, and then like pop a really high level smithing potion, and then like improve them. That levels your skill way faster than just trying to bang out like a million iron daggers, even though that's like a really cheap way to level your smithing. But with one of the patches of this game, they like made it so that's not a viable way to do it. It's not, well, it's still viable, it just takes way longer than it used to. Now, like, depending on the amount of skill gained depends on like the difficulty of the item you're making. So iron daggers are like the easiest thing to make. So as your skill gets higher, it really doesn't give you a lot of skill up compared to making like a higher level item. But it's also, oh shit, it's also just so much cheaper to buy a ton of iron and leather strips and then trying to find like moonstone ore and malachite and all that shit. So I still make a shit ton of iron daggers. That's what I'm saying. I still make a lot of iron. But I've noticed that if you really pimp out your smithing potions and you wear a ton of smithing gear, when you improve items, that gives a lot of skill up, especially if you're like have like some decent fortified smithing gear and a potion. It really makes you level up that stuff fast. Alright, so I think that's it for that dungeon. So we will go to Whiterun. And we will make some iron daggers, and I'll make myself my steel two-handed sword that I've coincidentally never got yet still.
Guts, I don't claim. Take a look.
See, I'm tempted to buy this, but I know there's a free way to get the two-handed enchantment. There's a bandit, one of the bosses of a bandit cave always drops a two-handed enchantment, gloves. So I'm not going to waste my money buying that. Alright. So I'm going to hang on to all my steel weapons for now because I can use those to level by enchanting. I'm going to need some leather strips too.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Alright, so I'm going to smelt down all this iron that I've accumulated from buying them randomly and then from mining it in that dungeon. I wish there was a way to just like convert all, like I hate just sitting here tapping X to get all those.
Have you met my father? He's a steward up at Dragon's Reach.
Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make this steel two-handed sword. I think it's 1 damage less than the axe I have now, but with the smithing enchantment, with the smithing perk, steel smithing perk, I can improve this 2 times better. So it'll, in the end, it'll be better, and it's faster. And I still have 1 steel ingot, so I'm going to make a steel dagger just to get rid of it. Now I'm going to make I guess 30 iron daggers, because I only have 38 leather strips. Alright, so I will... This is 29. It's 27, so it's 2 better, but it is... like I said, I have the steel smithing perk, and that doubles the improvement. So if I sharpen it, especially if I'm wearing some fortified smithing gear, it's going to be way better than this. Because this, I think, is not affected by any smithing perk. I could be wrong. Maybe it is. But it's also slower by a little, like a fraction. Plus, I just like the way two-handed swords look better. So... Finally got my steel two-handed sword.
I help my... Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
So let's sell... Let's just keep 7. I don't know how many soul gems I have right now, but I have all these steel weapons that will sell for more, but I'll keep 7 of those iron daggers. Alright, let's see if our buddy Bellathor has any soul gems.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give everything. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
What am I doing? I'm looking for soul gems. Petty, because that's all I can afford. Alright, so he doesn't have any.
Come back.
So maybe Farengar has some, but we will see.
Chat with an old woman.
So what I am gonna do is I'm just gonna whenever I'm in Whiterun, I always just run inside here to snag the plus stamina shrine, the Kinnereth shrine. I mainly do it because sometimes I don't notice when I get a disease like rock joint or whatever the other one is, that are pretty common from fighting animals. And one of them's really shitty. It does like, you do 25% less damage or something, so it's like, I always just do it just in case I have it and I don't even notice it. At low level it is very noticeable. When you're doing 25% less damage, it's very noticeable, but at high levels sometimes you don't notice it because you just one-shot stuff anyway. But I always just grab it to cure the diseases.
Clearly First Era or even earlier. I'm convinced this is a copy of a much older text. Perhaps dating to just after the Dragon War.
You can listen to them talk. They have a conversation.
The Dragonstone of Bleak Falls Barrow. Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way.
What about my reward, dude?
You'll have to see the Jarl about that. Maybe his steward Avenici. I'm sure one of them will pay you appropriately. My associate here will be pleased to see your handiwork. She discovered its location by means she has so far declined to share with me. So your information was correct after all. And we have our friend here to thank for recovering it for us.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that? Nice work.
Yeah, it was pretty nice work, wasn't it?
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
Alright, so apparently dragon's attacking one of the watchtowers, so we have to tell the Jarl about it.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragon Stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No, I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.
Alright, so I got the next part of the main quest line, which is to check out this dragon that's supposedly attacking the watchtower. But I'm probably not going to do that right now. I like to wait till around level 10 to it, because you basically have to fight a dragon. And I feel like once you get around level 10, it's not too bad of a fight. If I try, I probably would do okay now, because like I mean, monsters scale with your level in this game, but I just feel usually if you wait till around level 10, it's not bad of a fight at all. It's actually pretty easy. So if you're looking for a challenge, you could do it right away, but I'm probably gonna just do one of these miscellaneous quests to just to build up. You know what? No, I'm gonna go get that guaranteed two-handed and weapon enchantment, just to level up a little bit more before I tackle that
Up close.
dragon fight.
Come to dragons.
So let's see if he has any petty soul gems, which he does not.
This.
That's okay, but he can buy this staff for me. So I got 10 petty soul
if you've
gems.
got the aptitude, you should join the main
Since
college
unfortunately right now, so the only weapon enchantment I'm going to know is this cold enchantment, which doesn't sell for the most, but it is what it is. It's the only one I know, so I'm gonna use it. So I'm going to disenchant this one because it sells for a little bit less than the axe. I'm gonna just enchant that, and I just got this from the Jarl, so it's a fire resist enchantment. Decent enchantment. Obviously the magic one is better, but fire's still good because a lot of enemies use fire, especially dragons. So I leveled up again. I'm just moving right along. I'm already level 6. No, 7 I guess. So I'm gonna go for health on this one. So I'm definitely gonna do enchanting, I think. I just want to double check. Yeah, I can't even do the next light armor one anyway, so I will definitely do the enchanting one. Alright, so let's use up all these soul gems.
That's a decent enchantment, but keep studying. You've only scratched the surface.
Yeah, enchanting, like, I don't even have the mage stone and I'm like getting a skill up every time I enchant something. Enchanting levels really fast up front, and then even at the higher levels it's not that bad, and especially since you You end up with so much money in the end game anyway. Is not so bad. Smithing, on the other hand, definitely sucks so bad trying to level that one. So look, I'm already level 8. I got a whole level up just from so I think I'm gonna do three healths for every stamina. So next level I'll do stamina. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the next smithing one. So I need to get to 50 skill for this one, and 40 for that. Okay. So I used up all my soul gems, so let me sell all this crap. I'm not going to make a ton of money because the cold enchantment isn't worth a lot, but I was more interested in the skill ups anyway. I really want to get the stamina damage enchantment, which is pretty common at low levels, and it's that or the fear enchantment sell for the most at low level.
Damn those great mains to oblivion. They want them back in the story.
So if you could get one of those two are the fear and stamina damage are the best at low level for making money. The next best ones after that are magicka damage, which is also pretty common at low level, and I believe the turn undead, well, that makes undead run away, but that's not very common, but I think that's on par with the magic damage one. So magicka damage or stamina damage are the best
friend. In the market for some hunt
at low
Hello,
level for
sure.
making money.
I've got just what you need.
Obviously the absorb enchantments are better, and I think paralyze is the best weapon enchantment for making money, but yeah, at low level, yeah, like see, this only sells for 64 gold. So yeah, the cold enchantment kind of sucks, but it's all I got for now. And like I said, I was more interested in the skill ups from the enchanting than
Thank you very much for your business.
the money. Because if I just clear a couple bandit camps, I'll get 5,000 gold.
Been told you're not allowed here.
So this is a side quest, so I'm gonna just pick this up, and then I'm probably gonna pause the video there.
All we ask is to look for her. I don't care what you're doing. After what happened, you're lucky I don't toss you in jail. Now get lost.
We will be back. This is not over. You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun. We will pay good money for information.
Who are you looking for?
A woman. A foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She is likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here at Whiterun, so we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything.
Alright, so that's such a side quest. I'll do that one later. But I think I'm gonna pause the video there. We will pick back up, and I will explore a bandit camp that I know will get me the two-handed enchantment. So that's what I think we'll do next time. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.